Over the past 4 years, amidst the seismic shifts of the global pandemic and the subsequent crisis in Sri Lanka, CSA has been a laboratory of ideas, a space where our students transform challenges into opportunities, guided not only by textbooks, but by a spirit of exploration that extends beyond conventional boundaries. Beyond the walls of our studios, our students have immersed themselves in the tapestry of real-life situations. With empathy as their compass, they have re-evaluated the roles of architects, drawing inspiration from the resilience of communities and the resourcefulness of those navigating through unprecedented times. The presentation is more than a glimpse into our academic journey. It's an exploration of architectural alchemy. These aspiring architects intricately showcase how their creations embody and emphasize revival, resourcefulness, and resilience, focusing on national level recovery.
This project aims to shed light on the prevailing issue of discarded vehicle parts and metal junk found all around the country by repurposing such materials to create a lamp. So the key objective of this project is to gift it to one of the most underprivileged communities in Colombo, living down Kitulwata Lane, by inspiring them to repurpose materials in such a way.
So the handloom industry in Sri Lanka was once a thriving industry, but for these industries to flourish, they need to adapt and grow with the changing times. By empowering the present-day artisans through the integration of new technology, the industry can be revived to its former glory. Handloom Design was an exposition and promotion center based off on a self-sustaining ecosystem where artisans can come from all over the country and sustain their craft while at the same time showcase it to the public. This center isn't just for the works, it's a recreational space where the public can immerse themselves in the vibrant world of handloom while at the same time experience the magic of tradition and innovation firsthand.
The ocean is one of the most important resources in the world. In terms of color and life, there's a lot happening beneath the ocean's waves. The Center for Regenerative Development aims to address current issues at the site, for example, destruction of coral reefs due to the shipwrecks and coastal erosion along the coastal line. So the main aim of the project is to revitalize and restore the local environment, which is essential for ecological functions. Architecturally, this is achieved by providing a narrow pathway from the entry point of the site to the larger scale of the ocean, letting the visitors to experience the process behind the revitalization of the coral reefs. Also captures the form-giving aspect of architecture, giving form for the future in terms of resilience, resourcefulness, revival of coral reefs.
Duo in Negamo is a quaint old fishing village surrounded by the sea and lagoon. The design project aims to create a suburban housing scheme that reflects the character and lifestyle of its residents. The challenge of the project was to identify the traditional way of living with front yards and backyards and bring it to new elevated levels. So by using an innovative precast structural system with 3 shell types, the design offers flexible housing units tailored to the customer's need. So overall, the design aims at fostering a sense of community and connection with nature.
The project Nanoscraper was created as a pilot project for future high-rises in the heart of Colombo to act as a catalyst to the city's vision towards achieving carbon-neutral city. The core of my project was to utilize the resources around the site, so I harvested the very elements that pose a threat to our environment, which is the polluted water of Beira Lake and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. After a series of calculations, it was found that the energy produced through the biofacade was 8 times more than the total energy requirement of the project. Speaking of the building structure, it was inspired by the nature's Voronoi structure. With the concentration of carbon dioxide, the color of algae will change, allowing the entire structure to change its color. Therefore, the building will be a living, breathing entity in the urban landscape of Colombo. This shows how being resourceful can change our perspectives of seeing threats as opportunities.
Sri Lanka is a country that has undergone ethnic conflicts, wars, riots, and recently an economic crisis. This has affected communities and is in need of social reconciliation. All this was due to the policies and the political mismanagement of the country. Therefore, there is a need to uplift the political literacy of Sri Lanka. Then I came up with this project, Center for Social Reconciliation and Political Literacy. The goal was to achieve social reconciliation through art and design. Throughout history, art has been used as a non-violent tool in expressing social issues within a political context. I use the concept of a living canvas. As architects, I believe that architecture can be more than just physical structures. It can be used in creating spaces that evoke emotions and create unity among people. The challenge was to bring life into architecture, allowing buildings to adapt according to the social needs, and using architecture as a means of communication and expression for social issues. By skillfully manipulating elements like space, texture, and materials, we aim to create an environment that speaks to the user on a deeper level.
From designing lands for underprivileged communities to sculpting living structures within Colombo's urban landscape, CSA empowers budding architects with essential guidance and tools to become resilient, resourceful creators capable of revitalizing a more promising tomorrow.